Hi, and welcome to the 1010 show, episode 86. It's a diverse show, episode 86. Coming up first from South Africa, Peter Toussaint. He's done a collaboration with 11 of the family members here in the Top Talent Promotions music family. So, Peter, could you introduce yourself and the story behind the song that you made a beautiful collaboration for, Stairway to Heaven? Yeah.
All right. So my name is Peter Toussaint, and I sometimes call myself Peter T because people have problems spelling and pronouncing my surname. That includes myself. I come from the Netherlands. I have been living in South Africa for quite a while. I have my band Fourth Sun South. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Please go listen. However, that's not what we're talking about today. A while back, when Christmas decided to come closer and closer, I had the wonderful idea, let's do a collab in our beautiful Top Talent Promotions family. So I posted a post in actually several of the groups that we have. Who's interested? And I'd spoken to one of the other members. That's when the idea happened. And I said, yeah, no, it's a very cool idea. What song can we do that has got a lot of lyrics, has got things that are interesting? And he said, why don't you do Stairway to Heaven? I said, oh, well, that's a wonderful idea. And then you can do a bit of the guitar solo and I do a bit of guitar solo, and we've got lots of people. The only thing I did not think of is that Stairway to Heaven does not have a consistent tempo. It changes in the official version 18 times of beats per minute, which makes recording, if you want to do it properly, difficult. I got it down to 12 changes, so I made 12 sub songs, recorded them all. It also made that I decided, okay, I must now do all the music recording except for that one solo, because I don't want to you must play this, but there you must play it at 85 beats per minute, and then it goes to 87, then to 90, 92, 95, etc., etc. And the same went for the mixing, because now I had 12 songs and I had to stitch them together. But it was mastered by our friend Tim Hopkins, and we had a lot of people singing and one playing guitar besides myself. I put the names all in there, and I thought, that's the Christmas spirit of the Top Talent Promotions family.
Hey.
Okay, was that an introduction or what?
That was an introduction and a half, and it was a Christmas present to me. Peter said, I didn't really know who had all done this, and it's absolutely fantastic. Sit back, and ladies and gentlemen, Stairway to Heaven, a collab by some of the Top Talent Promotions music family. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stars are blown, with a word she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to make sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
My spirit is crying for living. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. It makes me wonder.
If we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter.
Don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder.
Your head is humming and it won't go
and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
That was a long one, wasn't that just beautiful, eh? Absolutely fantastic. So we need to be quick with our reviews because we've only got 10 minutes each and you've already used 3/4 of your 10 minutes there, Peter. So let's hear what the remaining Vikings have got to say. Captain Greenbeard, Captain Whitebeard, Captain Gingerbeard, and then our next guest is Greg. So Steve, Kimbo, John, and then Greg. What was your thoughts there quickly on that? Steve Andrews first in Portugal.
Well, I think it's an absolutely amazing cover of that classic song that everybody knows, and an amazing collaboration as well. Like everybody, you know, everything that everybody did fitted just so well into the song. So it was all absolutely brilliant to watch and to hear. And I missed out on it. You know, where was I? What was I doing? Anyway,
I don't know. You missed the call.
Sorry.
You missed the call when I put it down there.
I did, Peter, and I regret it. So I shall be watching out in future. Fantastic.
Hey, but well said. You know, you have to be in the next one, and depending on how much time Peter's got, if he needs hands, we're hoping to make not a band, but a TTP family where people can come and go in the collaborations, and really, it's a very, very special thing. And it is a shame you aren't on it, Steve. You know, you missed it. Kimbo, John, and then Greg, our next guest. What was your thoughts there?
Yeah, Steve and I missed the bus, but you know, next time around, Peter, that was a great idea. I mean, really, and the talent blows me away. I mean, just so well done. And it's not an easy song to cover anyway. I mean, I don't think it is, but especially when you get to the last few parts where you know there's lots of screaming going on. But
Yep.
it was well done. So all kudos to you guys, man.
Yeah, I was very impressed with everyone's performance. They all did so well.
Hey, the first time I seen it was in a 55-inch television. I didn't want to watch it on a phone and insult it. I had to turn it onto the 55-inch television. That's awesome. John, over in Florida, my Mr. Metal, what's happening, brother? What's your thoughts here? And then Greg, our next guest.
Yeah, work of art, definitely. The talent, hands down, it's just fantastic. I liked how you built up progressively with the different progressive artist intensity. That was fantastic that way, and the lead was just stunning. Jimmy Page is my god, so one of them. So that was fantastic work. Yeah, loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Well said. Well said. I was just wondering as well if Peter actually tried to cover a Led Zeppelin song, because I told Mark Story that I was in contact with Robert Plant. So I don't know if you knew that or not, but I was talking to him a little while ago, and I honestly did. He might even get to see it, and I'm not kidding. Greg, Mr. Hadees Market, what's your thoughts here before we get to your section, brother?
Well, Peter, I think that you're creating the container for all the other performances was just masterful. I think there were excellent performances and the whole thing blended together perfectly. I don't play covers because I can't. So to admire people who have all the capacities that you've got, it was wonderful and just a great thing. I appreciated your comments about the change in timing. The things I've read about Jimmy Page wanting to form Led Zeppelin, one of the things he talks about is wanting to be able to record sort of in more human time, and so I appreciated that comment, and I can't imagine what it was like to try to build that back end for it, but you did an awesome job.
Well, thank you. I was just lucky enough to have the drum score, so that makes life a lot easier. Yeah.
Do you know how long it took him to do it all in? It took Peter between 30 and 40 hours of his time. So see if there was maybe 12 artists wanted to do it. I mean, if he was getting a donation to make it happen, he probably would do it on a monthly basis. Do you know what I mean? But it takes up a full week's worth of like labor. So Peter, you're the man.
But then again, I also wanted to enrich it a bit because the original recording is just the acoustic electric, there's an extra electric, drums, there's an organ, and the bass guitar and vocals, and that is it. So I thought, let me put some strings in and an extra guitar, and let's put some brass in, and yeah, just to make it a bit
wait
nice.
to see the amount of people that want to be on the next one. I bet you it'll be 5 times at least. Peter, Four Sons South is his band usually.
When I come back from my short tour, then I start thinking about it again.
Hey, absolutely, dude. Peter, Four Sons South, South Africa. So from South Africa over to Seattle, Washington. Greg, who are Hadees Market, and what's the story behind your song Pinkie Promise?
Great. Thank you very much, Sparky, for the opportunity, and thanks to all the other participants in this. Like I said, I've just recently found these shows that you're doing, and I think it's just amazing. I love the international flavor of it. So I've been I know Sparky doesn't like us to out our ages, but I'm just turning 61 and just released my debut solo record in 2022 as Hadees Market. I did an earlier EP back in like 2003, but I've been in bands since 1980 and did a lot of sort of punk era and then kind of a power pop thing in the 90s, and been in some instrumental surf punk bands, all as a drummer, and then started writing songs on guitar around 2000 or so. And so this 2022, my 12-song LP, which is called Missives at the Turn, came out at the end of the year. And this is a song from that. Pinkie Promise was a song that was written on a dare. I was driving through Yakima, Washington, which is a semi-rural eastern Washington town. And there was a local, I would look for the local radio stations, and I found a local station where the DJs were talking about, there are all these songs written, you know, with Barbara Ann and different women's names in them. How come no one ever wrote a song for Lauren? And so I heard that DJ say, how come nobody ever wrote a song with my name in it? And I said, here's your Pinkie Promise, I'll write you a song. And so over the next couple of years, I happened to meet 3 different Laurens, and so each of them has their own verse, and that's what the song is. I tend to write short, poppy, sort of power pop songs, and so if you'd like to check out more of the Hadees Market music, please do. It's named after an actual grocery store in Olympia, Washington, where my grandparents had a grocery store in the 40s and 50s, and I've lived in Olympia and Tacoma, Washington, and this was recorded in Seattle with Don Farwell at Earwig recording, and there's tons of other cool Earwig bands, and it features people that I've played with for most of my career, and it was really fun to do. And so I just appreciate the opportunity.
Hey, what a wonderful introduction. And you're a lifetime member now, so you can come on and show us everything you've ever done, at least on a monthly basis. Probably do a couple of shows in quick succession to get you acquainted with more of the family members. But without further ado, debuting the show, it's Hadees Market with Pinkie Promise. Sit back, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
What is it, a name rattling round your brain? Lauren and Pinkie promised I'd send a song along. So here's my pinky swear to your double dog dare. Voice on the radio, challenging sweet and slow. And when you play this song, this game goes on and on and on. Lauren, I see you smiling, holding the scales at night. Table drunk, table sober, practicing your delight. Flash of a silver earring, clash of your sparkling charms. For all those very loyal, earn a chance to hear your brave song. Sing song.
Hadees Market, short and sweet. And Pinkie, brother.
Nice.
Absolutely fantastic. Let's hear what my four Vikings and then Josh, our next guest, has got to say. So we'll go Peter, Steve, Kimbo, then John. Peter, then Steve. What was your thoughts there, guys?
All right. People that know me know that I'm an absolute sucker for harmonies. I love to do it myself. And this song starts and immediately it's harmonies galore. So then I'm immediately, you got me. Very nice chord structure. It's got spunk. It's got good energy, and yeah, it makes it really, really pleasant to listen to.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Well said, dude. What did I say, Steve, then Kimbo?
Well, like Peter was saying about the harmonies, like I like the harmonies as well. And I was actually thinking about Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young when it started, but then I went completely like away from that to thinking about Elvis Costello. Okay, so it was like Elvis Costello meets Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, if you can picture that. And I thought the production was absolutely top quality and the video worked really well with it as well. So just a fantastic job all around.
Great. Thank you very much, Steve. I very much appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Honestly, man, look at the big smiles on Greg's face. I love seeing the new guests' faces just start to smile in the comment. I love it. It makes me so happy. Kimbo, John, and then Josh, our next guest.
Sparky,
Sorry?
we've already quadrupled my listeners just in the last 30 seconds. So this is awesome.
Hey, every time these shows end, my cheekbones are like an inch higher. And I need to and that was smell, I swear. Kimbo, John, and then Josh. What would you like to say, Kimbo?
We're brothers of the same lodge. I didn't release my first single till I was 58 years old after playing since I was like 8 years old. So, you know, sometimes that's what it takes. It takes you getting through life a little bit to get to that point where you wanna do that. I loved it. You had nice chording, nice and clean. I liked you added a little bit of reverb and echo there vocally, and it was here and there, you know, but I thought it was in good spots. And I really liked the chorus. Good stuff, man. So, hey, keep it up, man. Rock onward.
Thanks, Kim.
Well said, well said. John Boy?
Yes. As far as technical things go, I was picking up on that, but I was getting more of an overall feel as a old man child of the 80s. I was listening to a lot of heavy metal back then, and the other side of it was the pop that was coming around, and it definitely had a feel. So I was picking up some Rick Springfield and Cars and that kind of feel, and I loved it.
Yep.
I missed that. I'd love to see that back in popular music again. Excellent work. Excellent work.
Nice. Thanks, John. And you win the prize because when we did the production, we were actually shooting for the Cars just a bit. So that's a good listen.
Yeah, a good feel overall. I loved it. Please make more.
Well said, well said. Mr. Daniels, what was your thoughts over Missouri before we get to your section?
Sorry, repeat that. My earpieces.
What was your thoughts on that track before we get to your section?
I mean, my video is not going to be nearly as visually appetizing, I guess. That felt like a nice throwback from when I was growing up, seeing the music videos come out of, you know, just a little before my time. But yeah, I liked it. I always like an upbeat tune.
Well said.
Thanks,
well
Josh. Appreciate
Josh,
it.
Josh, see for your section, if you could turn your camera on its side, you would be much bigger on the actual screen for us. And it depends if you've got the screen lock on.
Assuming
if
it'll
you've got the screen lock on the top of your phone, then you need to turn off the screen lock. But Greg, thanks for being a wonderful guest. Hadees Market, you're part of this music family now, so you're going to see a lot more of Greg. And yeah, that's it, Josh. Nice one, brother. So Hadees Market, until the next time.
Thank you, guys. All of you. Yep.
Nice one, nice one. So I don't know where Josh has went. He's vanished. You've
I
turned the
don't
screen
know.
down. We can't see you now. We literally can't see you now. I don't know what's happened. That's you. You're back. You're back. You're back. So from
Okay,
Seattle.
I won't touch
over to
anything else, I promise.
No, that's better, man. You're much bigger now. Same with Graham and Stampoints. If you could later on, we could see much. It's only yourself. It's a small camera now. Josh Daniels, a debutant on the show. Welcome, man. Introduce yourself
Hey.
and what's the story behind your song "Wishing for the Whiskey"? Yeah.
Well, like I said, my name is Josh Daniels. I grew up right here on a family farm in Northwest Missouri, and the song "Wishing for the Whiskey," between 2012 and now, I've experienced homelessness 3 times. I've lost a lot of really close family members and friends, and it kind of put me in. I fell into the whiskey bottle pretty deep, and thank God he sent me my now wife Chelsea, who was able to pull me out of the bottle, and I very much believe saved my life. And you know, something that a lot of people don't understand with addiction is that even once you get off of it, you're never really better. Those feelings are still always there. It's just learning to deal with them. And here a couple years ago, I was getting in a really bad spot. My health was really bad. I really didn't like my job anymore, and those feelings were coming up real hard. And whenever you get those feelings, you can feel awful lonely. And so I wrote this song to let anybody else in that situation know that they're not alone. This is, I think, something that all of us go through that have been through this kind of situation. So,
Hey, honestly, man, it's an amazing reason, and well done to you, brother, for and obviously behind every good man is a good woman, and she saved your life. That happens with many people. So Josh Daniels with "Wishing for the Whiskey." Sit back and enjoy. Wonderful track. He's a great artist. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Today I got an old feeling that I couldn't get through on my own, and the love of those around me couldn't shake me of feeling alone. Now I'm here in front of the bottle, trying to tell myself to be strong, while my mind is wishing for the whiskey to pretend my heart's really gone. Wishing for the whiskey and writing this song, praying that the Lord would just call me home. I know it'll kill me, and I've got to hold on while I'm wishing for the whiskey and the strength to say no. You know, I've had some in my life that now have moved on. And the whiskey, well, it took them. And it's broken their homes. Now they sing with the angels, and their pain, it is gone. But I ask them to help me till my work here's done. Wishing for the whiskey and writing this song, praying that the Lord would just call me home. I know it'll kill me, and I've got to hold on while I'm wishing for the whiskey and the strength to say no. While I'm wishing for the whiskey and the strength to say no.
Josh Daniels, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic man, honestly. Well done, Josh. So let's see what the Vikings have got to say then. Harrison, or Tootie's nickname is actually, has got to say as the next guest. So Peter, Steve, Kimbo, John. Peter, then Steve, what was your thoughts?
Josh, you've got a fantastic voice. I absolutely love the pedal steel that is making that song. And yeah, it's what do you call this genre? It's country, but then the old style, the Elvis Presley style, and
we just call it traditional.
Traditional, yeah.
Some people call it Americana. But
yeah, okay.
More,
there I have the modern version in my mind. But anyway, it made the whole flow of the song, and then of course the subject. You worded it very well. I really hope other people that are battling find solace in these words.
Thank you.
Well said. That was a world-class track. Steve, Andrews, what's your thoughts, brother?
I thought the vocals were absolutely amazing, like just so clear and so much feeling in them as well, which comes from your real life experience, you know, that came through in the song. And I just thought it was just a top quality, I'd call it country, top quality country song. Fantastic job all around.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Kimbo?
Well, what I thought was, I would call it classic country, like from the 50s and 60s. I mean, you had a lot of feeling in it, especially the subject matter, you know, whiskey, family, all of that. But also, I like the fact that when you started vocalizing, just saying words, you were saying a sentence, made a statement, and man, that's a throwback too. You know what I'm saying? And I just really love that. Again, as was said before, the steel pedal, man, that was fantastic. Plus the fact that it's something that you experienced and still do experience, means it's from the heart to us. And, you know, that's what makes indie music the best in the world, because what you're getting is not somebody else's, you know, heart or feelings. It's ours, you know. And we can all appreciate that. So I thought it was excellent. The voice too. Dang, you got that voice down nice.
Oh yeah.
Good job, bro.
Well said, Kimbo. And John Bite?
Yeah, that was fantastic, man. I grew up with a lot of country actually in my house, and I was hearing some Merle there a little bit, and the slide guitar, fantastic. Did I hear an actual, were you playing with a slide bar as well as the pedal guitar?
Well, I wasn't, but I have a pedal steel guy that has played with, I mean, if you know a big name in the old country music scene, he's probably played with him, and he heard that song and actually offered to do the steel for free if I would let him. And I was like, I wasn't going to argue with him on that. So,
yeah. Yeah, but great song, and your voice is gold. So much, so rich. Yeah, your emotion definitely came through with it. Yeah, excellent song. Loved it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Tootie, TK, what was your thoughts here, brother?
Well, it carried me back to the time Johnny Cash was my dad's favorite artist, and my dad played steel banjo. So it brought back memories of, you know, childhood when I he would sit out on the back porch and play. And he got that Johnny Cash. That was his favorite artist, Johnny Cash. So it was good, and it brought back memories, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Josh Daniels, you're welcome to come and be a part of this project. It's just a little baby at the moment, but all your songs, past, present, and future, we'd like to feature them on these shows. And after they're featured, personally, I'll never stop promoting your music that you feature on these shows. And I've got other people that's helping us, many. So Josh Daniels, until the next time, one love, my friend.
Thank you.
Well done again. From Missouri over to Georgia, I return to the show yet again for Harrison Tootie Kenner. Introduce yourself, dude, and what's the story behind your song, Fallin?
My name is TK. That T stands for my nickname, which is two. That's me. I've seen a lot of guys and women break up with somebody, be hurt, call themselves over them, trying to move forward. And as soon as they get on their feet and moving forward, hear that person come again. And the sad thing is, which a lot of people say you shouldn't do, but you're still in love with them, you fall again, you let them back in. Whether they hurt you or not, or whether they stick with you or not, it's something we all go through, thinking I'm over that, I'm moved on, but all we got to do is see that person somewhere. All they got to do is step up and say, hey, how you doing? And there we go again. So the song is called Fallin. It's talking about a guy that she left him, hurt him, and when he thought he was through, here she come, saying, how you doing? And there he go again. So that's a song called Fallin.
Hey, Harrison, you're absolutely brilliant. You're a very special man. And me and Harrison have been doing an R&B show regularly in 2024. So check, just honestly, man, you're magnificent. TK with Fallin. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Baby, I'm falling. 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 Thought I was over you. Now look what you do. See you standing at my door, and you wanna come in. Here I go again. Been a very long time. You were out of my mind. Now I look into your eyes, and my mind thought to spin, 'cause your love was strong when I'm falling. I'm falling over you. I'm falling again in love with you. I'm falling. I'm falling over you. Memories are rushing in, find my heart stuck again by the arrow of love. I can't take the pain, but I'm truly glad you came. Hope this time you're here to stay and never go away. I just wanna love you, girl, for the joy of your kiss is your touch that I miss. I'm falling in love with you, yeah. Over you. Falling again, yes, I'm falling again. I'm falling yeah, with you, girl. Over you. Here you come back again. I'm falling in love with you. Falling in love with you, yeah. I'm falling. Falling again, yes, I'm falling again. When you walked out the door, girl, it hurt me so bad. Left me broken inside. Now here you are back again, saying hello, how you been? And the sad thing I do, I can't say no to you. Well, I'll tell you the truth, girl, I'm falling over again, over again. Said I'm falling again, yes, I'm falling again. I'm falling over you. Love like a strong wind, and it's got my mind in a spin. Said I'm falling, ooh, falling again in love with you, yeah. I'm falling again, then I'm falling again over you. I'm falling in love. I can't say no to you.
A very long outro there, Mr. Harrison Kenner, TK. Absolutely wonderful, man. You're a very, very, very special act. The Stampoints are up next, and there's two of them. So there's going to be the four Vikings and then Alex and Graham. So let's go the same order again. We'll go Peter, Steve, Kimbo, then John Boy. What was your thoughts there on that beautiful track?
DK, your voice control is impeccable, and your
Thank you.
phrasing as well. That made this song so smooth. It's really, really, really good.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. And Josh, if you need to turn your camera off and just sit for a while, or if you really need to leave, you can see the rest of the show tomorrow. I'll put it in a plate for you. Josh has to leave here, but feel free to come back if you get another chance. Josh Daniels has to go. One love, man. Turn your camera off, come back and go as you please. Well said, Peter. So Steve, Kimbo, John, then we'll go Alex and Graham. So Steve, Kimbo.
Well, I agree with Peter. I thought your vocals were amazing. It was just so I would say soulful, which I put in the chat box, and the whole production and the whole sound of the song. It was taking me back to Tamla Motown days, and I was thinking of Marvin Gaye, and I was thinking of the Temptations, and all those really brilliant acts. And like, I was brought up with that music, so when I say it was taking me back, it was taking me back. I thought it just a fantastic job all round.
Thank you.
So you're very welcome. It was just a fantastic job.
Hey, see, I'll give you a tip. See, when Harrison's on a show, watch him when his music's getting played. He shuts his eyes and he's like, he loves it, man. And I was sitting watching you all the time. I'll be honest,
that's something I love doing. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. That's my passion. I love it. It's not really about money. It's just about I love doing it.
Let's hear what Kimbo and his Keltash Music's opinion's got to say here, man. Kimbo?
Yeah, I could tell you you love it. I mean, I'm watching you while it's playing, and you know you're right with it. Eyes are closed, feeling it, just like maybe it was the first time you ever did it. And you know, I mean, the vocals to me, I'm gonna make up a word, soul-sational. Okay, and yeah, Marvin Gaye, like, yeah, I'm blamed for making up words. I'm gonna make a couple more up as time goes on today. But anyway, I enjoyed it too, and it took me back to Marvin Gaye. That song could be played on any smooth jazz station in the country. Okay, seriously. I mean, you need to upload to some of those smooth jazz stations, man. That's great stuff. You know,
I appreciate it.
Beautiful.
Kimbo, anything you can do to help him get there, man? I mean, reach out to Harrison Kenner.
I've actually posted him a couple of times. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're both in the same. You're both in the same LinkedIn group. I know that much at least. You know. Anyway, John Boy, what was your thoughts? John Boy, then we'll go Alex and Graham for the Stampoints opinions. Superposition.
Yeah, beautiful song, beautiful, and yes, you could tell that you're feeling it very much. the older soul was probably a little before me, but it did remind me of a lot of the Marvin Gaye, and I think Motown would have been proud to have you in the house, man. It's quality music. Beautiful. Loved it.
Thank
And
you.
I love all these songs that we're hearing of love at this time of year. I know it was, a little different approach to love. It's great. Loving hearing it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well said, John. Now, Alex and Graham, what was your thoughts of the Stampoints before we get to your section? And then we make a little announcement about what Alex is up to. Me and Alex have got something we hope we can help this young man. He's willing to help all the family if we just help him a little bit, and we'll tell you about that in a minute. So, Alex and then Graham, what was your thoughts there on Harrison's song?
My thoughts on it were just that it really honestly mellowed me out. I was feeling so relaxed, just swaying from side to side, just enjoying it, and really gave me a good mood. I don't know what else I could really say about it, since I'm not a huge music creator, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did.
Said. Well said, dude. Well said. Mr. Graham, what was your thoughts here, brother? Graham from the Stampoints also?
Took me back to the last dance on the dance floor. It was a real great smoochy number that you could enjoy with, other half or whatever. And,
aye.
Well, night.
What they say is they say most people, artist-wise, were conceived during as you just said, like Marvin Gaye, or who's the other one? There's a couple of sexy music artists that they're related to love, and Harrison's right up there. Who is it I'm missing? I'm thinking of someone. Lionel Richie, I was thinking of Lionel Richie, and you know what I mean. And Harrison's right up there. He just needs promoted and people to hear him. So well said, Graham. Harrison, Tootie, love you to bits, man. Till the next time.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
So that was guest 4 of 10. We don't need to worry about the time too much, but coming up next from Georgia over to the UK, Stampoints. Before he's introduced yourself, young Alex is the person who made the Merry Christmas collab with anyone who sent in the videos. He's a very young lad, and what he's going to do with tonight's show, I've never edited any of my shows before, but Alex is going to do a trial one tonight. He's going to put everyone's social medias, flash them up on the screen, and make the shows better than they ever have been before. And I think he's only 16. Sorry if you're older, but basically he's looking for a career in video editing. And see if he's on a show. I'm maybe going to say to people, look, the Sunday show is for people who can give Alex $5 each to make a nice video of it or something. So tonight he's going to make a demo for us, and I hope to get him some work. He really is. He's a special wee man. But that's me promoting you there, Alex. So now we'll go to your music. Graham, you're the elder, dare I say it. Who are the Stampoints, and what's the story behind your song, I Believe?
Oh, this was written back some time ago, but it's equally appropriate today, where the world seemed to be spinning uncontrollably, but somehow or other we went through the storm and saw the other side, and it's in verse.
Hey, you're absolutely fantastic. Stampoints from the UK, long-term family members. I think it's from your 4th appearance here. I believe, sit back and enjoy. I actually believe, that there's a new updated video and stuff like that, which wasn't quite ready in time. So we'll be featuring that again in a couple of weeks' time. But I Believe by Stampoints.
We've all been expecting the end of the world. The tempest has raged, but the sail's still unfurled. We sailed all around now for enough times to know. The world still spins round even when no winds blow. I believe it now. We'll realize our dreams somehow. Time's turbulent testing, white waters run. Heightens achievements, feelings alive. I believe. realize our dreams somehow. I spent my time looking for a port in the storm. People just asked me conform to the norm. Everything's spinning and no one stood still. They're looking for answers but can't find the will. I believe it now. We realize our dreams somehow. Time's turbulent testing, white waters run. Heightened achievements, feelings alive. I believe it now. We'll realize our dreams somehow. I believe, I believe, I believe. Somehow. The journey defines you, the turns that you take. Then you arrive from your sleep wide awake. Reality dawns. Did you realize your dreams? Or only find solace in whiskey and creams? I believe it now. We realize our dreams somehow. Time's turbulent testing, white waters run. Heightened achievements, feelings alive. I believe it now. We'll realize our dreams somehow. I believe it now. We'll realize our dreams somehow.
The Stampoints, ladies and gentlemen, absolute pleasure every time I listen to these. Just fantastic, honestly. So one of the Vikings is the next guest. So let's go. Peter, Kimbo, John, and then Steve, who's our next guest. Peter, Kimbo, John, then Steve.
If I say this was unexpected, yeah, I guess that's right. I saw Steve mentioning. I have no idea what genre this is. I am also the rhythm of both the vocals and the guitar. The dunk, 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 dun, dun, dun. It makes it so interesting, and then the strings over it. It's very pleasant. Very pleasant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Kimbo?
Yeah, I really like the violins, the violas behind it, the strings. It kind of gave it a little bit of a turn of the century classical feel, a little bit of orchestra involved, and just the harmony too. The lyrics were superb. Yeah, I'll tell you the vid. If you're doing a new vid, I get it, but I like the whole idea of the sailing ships, which is also kind of a flowing, calming thing, hitting the waves on a regular basis, and it kind of keeps everything timing wise, with what you were doing. So plus again, the lyrics, we're going to realize no matter what happens, somehow we're going to realize what our dreams are. That's a very positive finality to it, so great job. Love it.
Well said,
Yeah.
Captain Whitebeard. John Boy, what's your thoughts here, dude?
I loved it too. I think it was eclectic, and I think the best kind. And I'm a fan of odd music. I hope you don't take that as derogatory. I found it beautifully odd. The best eclectic, I think, in my opinion, is the music that makes you wonder if it's really that different, but it's pulling you in different ways. And this song definitely did. I love the violins, the strings, all of that. The beat I wasn't sure of until maybe halfway through the song, and I love that too. It made me reach for it a little bit, made me work for it a little bit. But that waltz beat towards the end, I believe, was a waltz beat. This is awesome. Loved it. I caught some Pink Floyd out of that as something off a metal or something that would have easily fit into some old Floyd albums too. So work of art, loved it. Keep going.
Hey,
keep doing.
Do you know the beautiful thing? Their father and son, they're in the same band. That's awesome, isn't it? But that's really a lot of people's dreams come true. That
beautiful.
you know.
I loved it.
So well done, Alex. Well done, Alex, for teaming up with an old fart. Not many young cool dudes would do that. Do you know what I mean? They try and find some.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, Steve, Bard of Eli, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Well, like Peter has already picked up on in my comments, I said I was trying to work out what genre it was. I failed, but that didn't matter. It didn't matter because, you know, the vocals, there were really great vocals. It was, I thought I'm going to say classy vocals. And I kind of also feel like a very kind of retro feel from some other time. And I like that. And the strings gave it that quality. So it was a kind of very classy, and I used the word interesting in my chat comments as well. It was a very interesting song, and a very good job in every way.
Well said. These guys are very humble, you know. Just to let you know, the next guest are Jaquie, then Zico, then Kimbo, and then John as the final four songs. So Graham and Alex from the Stampoints. Till the next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, salute. So from the UK over to Portugal, this man needs no introduction. If you've not already seen him in Britain's Got Talent, when you're sitting here, go on your mobile and type in Britain's Got Talent, Steve Andrews, and just get a laugh at the background here. But Steve, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song Living Book?
Well, thank you, Sparky. Yeah, my name is Steve Andrews. I'm also known as the Bard of Ely. This is Ely in Cardiff, not Ely in Cambridge. And I got that name because I used to write for Big Issue Cymru magazine, and they called me that, knowing that I was a bard because I was a singer-songwriter, poet, performer, etc. And I lived in Ely in Cardiff. Anyway, I'm living in Portugal now, and this song that you're about to hear, I haven't got, you know, a video for it apart from the YouTube one, which, you know, you get given if you have a distributor. Like, the songs go on YouTube and you can't actually do much about it. You can't even, like, you know, there are no comments. And but anyway, I wanted some kind of video to be on this show, so I dug that out. And the song Living Book, it's actually an oldish song, but it's off this album, which I'll show you, which is called Songs of the Now and Then, and it was produced by Jace Lewis. And I think Jace did a really good job in interpreting my song. The song, what is it about? I think it's about how we all of us are telling stories. We all have stories to tell. Our lives are stories. But also, it's like in a play where we're kind of actors to some degree. And, you know, we put on masks and you know, so the question is, who are we really, and how real are we? And I'm kind of looking at that, and so that's, you know, the idea behind the song, that we are living books, okay, that we are books, you know, and we're writing our own story, and people are also interpreting us, so we're like books. And I want to give a mention as well to my friend Mab Jones. You know, she's on the backing vocals on there, so you can hear Mab as well. If you're wondering who else is singing, Mab is the poet, and, you know, she's from Cardiff as well. So I think that's about enough about my song. Sparky, you know, take it away, please.
Hey, I will. But what I'll say is, you are a living book, Steve, and you're the most beloved person in the family. Honestly, between you and Mark Story, it's you are the most loved you know, people in the whole family, and you are a living book. You're a very special guy, and his producer, Jace Lewis, he's had the #1 hit before, so he's got some backing, you know. Steve, the Bard of Eli Andrews with Living Book. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
What's been written and spoken has been misheard and misread. When you try to help and love and show, they only hurt your head. Shall I say I'm loyal? Shall I say I'm true? Will you tell me something different? Will I ever see through you? I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'm transparent, but no ghost. I am no angel or demon, just your host. Will you answer my questions? Could you hazard a guess? If I told you that I loved you, will it leave you in a mess? I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. We put on smiles and changing faces. How absurd are social graces. We put on smiles and social graces. How absurd are changing faces, social graces. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. 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 I'll read you too.
Steve Andrews. You never, Steve, I mean, I never knew you even had that song until you sent me it, man. Just absolutely wonderful, dude. Stop hiding all these legendary tracks, man. Love you, brother, honestly. Let's go Peter, Kimbo, John, and then our next guest is Jaquie. So Peter, Kimbo, then John, please.
I must say, I also had not heard this song before until this afternoon when I had a sneak peek through all the songs. And why have you been hiding? This is a wonderful song, and it made me think. I think those are one of the best qualities of songs, that the lyrics make you think, because we are all different people when we are interacting with different other people, especially us performers. I mean, people tell me you must be an extrovert because you get out there on the stage and you give me there a screaming show. No, I'd much rather, no, I love being on stage, but otherwise I prefer sitting at home with a cup of tea. So it made me think. Love the song, well performed, well done.
Thank you, Sparky, and thank you, Peter. And I haven't been hiding the song. It's just simply that I haven't had like a decent video for it, apart from this YouTube one. And I feel a bit kind of ashamed of, you know, having a YouTube video that you can't even comment on. So I haven't been kind of featuring it. But recently I've thought, you know, it would be a good idea for me to get out some of the songs that I haven't got videos for, just so that people can hear them, you know. So that's what I'm doing. And anyway, I'm very
absolutely.
glad you enjoyed it. And so thank you. And thank you, Sparky.
But even if you post it without a video on your own channel, then at least we can comment on it.
That's it, dude. Honestly, you know, I am an open book. Take a look. I'll read you to it. You know, it's so catchy, isn't it? The first time you hear it and it's so catchy. Imagine it was on the radio and it was drilled into your head. It could be as good as any of your other tracks, Steve. Honestly, Kimbo, John, and then Jaquie.
Yeah, I agree with Peter that the lyrics really carry it very nicely. And all I can remember at the moment is I'll read you too, just like you're a book too, just like me. So you get to read me, but guess what? You know, the next book on tap is you. But that, I thought that was a brilliant little statement, and I really liked it. But it kind of brings me to that saying that all the world's a stage and we are merely players. And we have to put on different masks all the time, it seems like, to attempt to survive in the world. I mean, I don't know, the older I get, the less I want to do that, and the less I do that. So, you know, you're stuck with me as I am. So that's my book. That's the beginning of the book. That's the epilogue. Good stuff, man. I liked it. I love the flow, and it just sounded great.
Thank you so much, Kimbo. And I think you've got what my song was about. You know, that's it. You got it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody's got a story to tell, haven't they? John Boy, then Jaquie. What was your thoughts there before we get to Miss Jaquie Daniels' song? Can't wait.
Yeah, it's all about impressions, isn't it? First impressions and other impressions, and as we get to know folks and wearing those masks, the vocal harmonies spoke to me, man. That was so beautiful and soothing. Your voice is beautiful, and your backups were great too, and the way you blended them was magical. Well done. I love the lyric content, but it was the music that was catching me.
Thank you, John. And that's my producer, Jace Lewis. Jace sorted all of that out. So, yeah.
Beautiful work.
You say magical. We don't call him Gandalf the Green behind his back for no reason. You know what I mean? He's you're magical, Steve. Jaquie, what was your thoughts here before we get to your section, dear?
Yeah, it's one of those songs that makes you think, and I like the little hook. I'll read you too. That sort of took it to the end of the chorus, and I like the rhythm that was going on as well.
Yeah, honestly, he's such a fantastic artist. Every song he writes is for a real good reason. He will tell you himself he's an environmental activist, and he writes songs about the plastic in the ocean. He writes songs for children that are as good as any of the nursery rhyme songs you've ever heard. He's even wrote a rap song that's as good as any rap song I've ever heard. He's a legend, man. Steve Andrews, love you to bits. You want to say anything else before we get to Jaquie's section?
Do I want to say anything? No, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for, appreciating my song. And thank you, especially Sparky, for putting the show together and introducing us all, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't all be here and we wouldn't be like on this show and doing what we're doing. So thank you for that. And
pleasure, man.
We're on to the next one now. So thank you.
That's it. So, I mean, we have had 1,400 guests in the show, but believe it or not, that is absolutely, it's nothing compared to what's going to happen next year. I'm going to double that number, and that was over the last 2 years. So, Steve, the Bard of Eli Andrews, until the next time, thank you. Cheers, brother. From Portugal, back over to the UK, Jaquie Daniels, I was talking to you earlier this week, and it was a pleasure. Introduce yourself, dear, and what's the story behind your song, Our Love is Like a Mountain?
Okay, yes, well, I'm in Southampton in the UK, so South Coast. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so my if my voice goes a bit funny, you'll know why. So this song, I Love Is Like a Mountain, I recorded in 2022. I actually wrote it about 3 years ago, and it was really I released it as part of an EP that I did. In August 22, that's when I released it, and the idea for the song, it actually came from an episode of Big Bang Theory. It was where the three of the characters, it was Raj, Howard, and Bert the geologist were trying to write songs, and Bert wanted to write songs about rocks and boulders, and I sort of played around with this phrase, "Our love is like a boulder," and I came up with "Our love is like a mountain." But as you hear, it's not a comedy song. It is more of a love song, and I play acoustic guitar and cello, which feature on the track. So
honestly, I love it. It's a wonderful introduction, Jaquie. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy your time here. I would love to feature you more often. You know, Our Love is Like a Mountain by Jaquie Daniels from Southampton. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Our love is like a mountain, we're climbing to the top. As long as we're together, we know we'll never stop. Through vales and valleys we will go, in summer sun and winter snow. Our love is like a boulder, stronger than a rock, moving us through our journey with more miles upon the clock. Rolling stones we will ignore, let them gather like pebbles on the shore. On the shore. And when we reach the edge of the cliff, we'll hold on to each other and know we'll never drift apart. Every day is a gift. Our love is like a mountain, we're climbing to the top. Carrying it with us, we'll never let it drop. It's harder as we grow, in summer sun and winter snow. Yes, it's harder as we grow, in summer sun and winter snow. Summer sun and winter snow. Summer sun and winter snow.
Jaquie Daniels, what a beautiful track. I really enjoyed it. I was drifting away and just beautiful. Let's hear what my Vikings have got to say, and then Zico as our next guest. So Peter, Steve, then Kimbo. Peter?
Jaquie, that was beautiful. I kept on drifting, listening to the cello lines underneath, and of course then that lead part that the cello plays. Beautiful harmonies as well. Yeah, very nice.
Well said, well said. Steve, then Kimbo.
Jaquie, that was amazing. That was taking me back to albums by Bridget St. John. And I guess like Bridget St. John is one of my favorite singer-songwriters. And I think, you know, I used to think she was going to be massive. She never kind of got there for some reason. But I'm thinking of the album Songs for the Gentleman, and also her first album, Ask Me No Questions. And you've got a voice very, very like Bridget, and a very like a folky feel. And for those who don't know who Bridget St. John was, she was actually signed by the late John Peel. She was on John Peel's Dandelion label. And what more can I say? You just kind of connected me with Bridget St. John, and absolutely, you know, as I've said, you know, she's one of my favorite singer-songwriters. Absolutely beautiful voice, and you have a very beautiful voice as well. Beautiful song all around.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
Well said, Steve.
I actually cover a song by Bridget St. John, Autumn Lullaby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. You need to bring it onto the covers show, that the next covers show that we do.
Yeah,
Kimbo, John, and then Zico. Yeah, man. What was your Kimbo, John, and then Zico?
Okay. I was going to say your vocals are quite outstanding. They're light, airy, nice, satisfying listen. But the song is totally devoted to, you know, a growing and evolving relationship. And just the way it was put together it gives that innocence to that relationship, you know. And I don't care, you gotta love a cello. So I mean, it just adds something to that song. But very nice. I appreciated the line, "Every day is a gift," and it is. Especially when you're first starting out with somebody and building something with them. So I think it was really great. Thank you.
Absolutely. Every day is a gift, because tomorrow's never promised as well, isn't it? Not, you know. We just take him for, you know, yeah, never mind me. John, and then Zico.
Yes. Makes me think of I've been married about 6 years, and I feel like we're still newlyweds, especially when I hear things like this. Beautiful voice. Do you have perfect pitch?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, it shows. And that cello, I had a cello on one of my tracks on my last album, and it was so beautiful and rich. My cello was a little bit reproduced, and I can tell yours isn't. A beautiful tune. Keep going, please do more like it. Did you say it was a cover?
No, it's an original that I wrote.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Loved it.
Well said. Zico over in Hong Kong. Sorry we keep you up so long. What was your thoughts there, brother?
Can you hear me? Because I'm using the mic. Is it okay? Yeah, okay.
Yes, man.
So last week I listened to weekly playlist in the YouTube group, WhatsApp group, and one of the guy just use the basic equipment. I can say it's lower level equipment and only acoustic guitar and singing. That's amazing. I did comment on this guy. I forgot the name, but same Jaquie, you prove the same thing that I always think. Sometimes if it's a good music, there's no need to fancy production. The raw material, I love this raw material version. So don't do any fancy production on your song. This is the best version already. That's my comment.
Oh,
thank you.
Well said, dude. Well said. Jaquie Daniels, thanks for being a magnificent guest. And there's only 3 more songs to go. Jaquie Daniels, hopefully until the next time, we'd love to have you here over and over again. So from the UK over to Hong Kong, return to the show for Zico. He goes by the name Hertz, HZ. Introduce yourself and the story behind your song. Hertz Christmas, instead of It's Christmas, it's HZ Christmas. You explain. One love, brother.
Oh, I thought you put another song, not the Christmas one.
Oh, no, I didn't. I've got the Christmas song. Just go with that, and I'll feature you in a show next week with your other song. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's still Christmas.
Oh, okay. So I need to reset my brain again. Okay. So
unless
Zico,
Zico, unless you want to send it in chat, and we'll move on and we'll do Kimbo's section, right? So that's what we'll do. I don't want to I want to make you more comfortable, so send it in the chat and you can be the next guest. Right? So from Hong Kong, we'll come back in a minute. Over to Florida, one of my brothers in this music family, Kimbo from Celts Task Music. He's got his own music company over there, and he promotes artists on a daily basis, free of charge. He does all sorts of things. Kimbo, you're muted there, brother. Introduce the band that you're here to feature today, Tommy Stewart's Dyerwulf, and the song To Trog Yomp. Could you introduce what you know about it? And I'll go and find it here, brother. One love.
Well, Tommy Stewart, he's a metal legend, playing bass guitar with a lot of groups. I mean, over his career. I mean, he's gotten older now. He's actually CEO of Black Doomba Records. I don't know if anybody's heard of the band Grave Huffer, Mother Slug, bands like that. And so it's a little darker, okay, some doom. But he plays bass. He just has two people in this group, Dyerwulf. It's himself playing bass and a drummer. And what he does is absolutely amazing. I mean, John Boy, I mean, you talk about out the pocket music. I mean, that's exactly the way I am too. I love it. And this stuff hit me right away when I first met him. And I hope you like it too. It's odd, but it's very well done. So,
Kimbo, if you like it, then we're all going to love it. You know, Tommy Stewart's Dyerwulf with the song To Trog Yomp. And I don't know what that means, but here we go. Absolute track. I've already heard it. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Tommy Stewart's Dyerwulf, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how good that would be live? It would be absolutely music like that. You can't listen to it through a laptop or a computer. It's not loud enough. Do you know what I mean? See live, that would be absolutely incredible. Right. So Zico, I'm gonna play your song next. Let's go. Peter, Steve, John, and then Zico. You get to comment twice. Well done, man. Peter, Steve, John, and then Zico. What was your thoughts?
So we were just listening to bass, drums, and vocals. And the sound that he gets out of that bass is absolutely amazing. It's so woolly, bombastic, a wah going over it. And then he's got his clear voice coming over it, which I actually did not expect. I thought we are going to getting some, but we'll leave that up to John. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. On that note, I'm also, after this song, going to leave you to get a couple of hours sleep in before I have to go to the airport.
That's okay, brother. No worries at all. There's only 2 songs to go. You know Zico and you know John, and you can catch up with tomorrow. Absolutely no
I
worries.
speak to Zico every week.
Yeah, and John now as well. John's just come into the fold here. So well done, well done. Let's go, Steve, John, and then Zico. What was your thoughts? Steve, John, Zico.
Well,
or Kimbo. Sorry, Kimbo, you're the one getting the reviews here. I'm mixed up. Steve, John, and then Zico. Yeah, sorry about that.
Am I next? No, Sparky?
Yeah, Steve. Sorry, I caused some confusion there.
Yeah, I no idea what genre that was. I was thinking maybe like art rock or something, but that doesn't matter at all because what you actually used the word live. Like if that was live, that would have me moving, definitely moving along to that one. That was one that, you know, if you're into moshing, you could definitely mosh to that. And that was pretty amazing because of what was going on there. It was just, it was a song that grabbed, well, it grabbed me. It got me, you know, wanting to move to that one. And as I said, it didn't matter at all what genre that was. It had that energy in it, the energy that comes over, that gets you moving and gets to you. So yeah, that's what I got to say about it.
Well said, well said. John, what was your thoughts here, dude?
I loved it. This is a great one. My kind of music. It sounded like some of my music. I was getting a backbeat of something that was, again, flipping back to the 80s. There was a subgenre that was going around that was a bit of goth. And I want to say Bauhaus, but I can't speak educatedly on that band. But it reminded me of some of that. And then with the distorted bass, one of my favorites. I love that. I absolutely loved the bass leading, bass soloing at the end. That was fantastic. Well done. Well done.
Well said, well said. And finally, Zico, what was your thoughts here, dude? I'll let you speak again, dude.
Oh, I love the bass, the distortion sound. Because I'm super fan of Muse, you know. The Hysteria, they always use the very special bass effect. So this kind of music remind me that, oh wow, that's the cool stuff in these songs.
Well said, well said. Kimball, yet again, you just keep bringing these bodies here, man. Absolutely fantastic. Let's hear it for Tommy Stewart's Dyerwulf. One love, one love, one love. I don't actually know where they're from. Where was he from? Florida, Kimball?
No, he's I believe he's in California. I don't know. He bounced around a little bit. You know. Now he's pseudo retired, but he still plays out. And he runs a couple of metal shows, you know. I mean, live shows, in different parts of the country. One's in Arkansas, but you know, I'm a sucker for very few people and a lot of music coming out of them. I remember the James Gang, and their bass player could get up really high, man, and it was just like lead guitar. I mean, that was amazing to me. And so when I met him and saw it, was like, this is great, man. So yeah, and he's got, you know, he's got quite a few albums out, but yeah, he's a legend. It's I would Steve, I would call it metalicious. You know, I just made the word up, metalicious. It's delicious metal.
Absolutely fantastic. And Tommy, if you hear this, come and join our 1010 podcast here. You're more than welcome. You know, whether you've got time or not, it's another thing. So till the next time, Kimball, thank you very much, man. Kiltstash Music, check them out. Absolutely legend for what he does for artists all the times, all day long. So from Florida, back over to Hong Kong. Zico, you've just sent me the song. It's part of your Multiverse #3 album. It's called Don't Have Sex With Me. I've not heard it yet, so I hope it's not a naughty one. But you introduce, what is the story behind your song, brother? And introduce yourself. Thank you, Zico.
Yeah, I'm Zico, is a vocal songwriter in the band called Hers. Yeah, thank you, Sparky, make the name this time. This song is quite new try for me, is because I usually like rockable musician, but this music is quite different change in my songwriting life. This is quite, I can say it's modern, because nowadays the teenage songs love to listen to EDM music. So that song's a really big difference. When I give this song to my friend and they are surprised, some is shocked, and they, wow, why did you write this kind of songs? So okay, back to the song. The story is about, actually, is the IT nerd. You know, the IT nerd always working in the computer room alone.
Yeah.
Your the IT support in your working place. And one day, his colleague, who are very hot and sex colleague, office lady, try to date him, or yes, date him, yeah, and then he rejected her, because he kind of nerd, and he doesn't believe he have this lucky to get this girl. So the song name is Don't Have Sex With Me. That is the story.
Hey, you're absolutely wonderful artist, man, and you do a
this
lot of
guy
metal
is
songs
used
as
to
well.
be this guy is used to be ID nerd.
I see. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zico from Hers. Enjoy.
on, I'm falling in this virtual world. There is a love from dream girl, I'm so close to her. Touch your mouth, never forget that what I could smile. Pull me, put on the screen, back to reality world. Since I was born in this family, I couldn't like a man looking at nerd. I'll never be injured, parents come with a network. IDIOD is my name, they are calling me BUSSYN, another name, they're loving me. Don't have sex with me, but you wanna get me. You're crazy, no reason to love me. Why wouldn't you wanna kiss me? I can believe you're close to me. Your hands on my body. You wanna bring your lap and stay night, have a chat. What a mess in my house, I can let you come again. But still you wanna come, have a drink and have a chat. Seems no problem, but you're the problem, try to kiss my neck. Don't have sex with me, but you wanna get me. You're crazy, no reason to love me. Why wouldn't you wanna kiss me? I can believe you're close to me. Your hands on my body. Yes, I can feel this, please come with me. Kiss on my lips, we come to remember. Your eyes electrify me, my heart is going crazy. Now I'm shaking my body, but don't have sex with me. You electrify me. Ask me to do this crazy. Yes, I can feel this, please come with me. Kiss on my lips, we come to remember. Your eyes electrify me, my heart is going crazy. Now I'm shaking my body, but don't have sex with me. Don't have sex with me, but you wanna get me. You're so crazy, no reason to love me. Why would you wanna sit with me? I can't believe you're so close to me. Your hands on my body, but please don't have sex with. Please don't have sex with. Please get away from me.
Zico with Hertz. Dude, that's the most unique song I've ever heard in my life, man. John was loving it. John was smiling and chuckling away up there. I was watching John's reaction.
Fantastic, man. It's greatness.
It's super unique. But let's see. Let's go. Steve, Kimbo, John, you're the next guest, so you can have the last comment. Steve, Kimbo, then John. What was your thought before we get to the last song of the evening? Steve, then Kimbo.
What are my thoughts? Well, I thought it was very well produced. I thought it was pop of some description, and I thought it was a very nice lyric video with that kind of went with the song, and it was a lot of fun as well, I think. So I think what shall I say? I say very well produced pop, a lot of fun, and great lyric video.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Kimbo?
I think there's another out-of-pocket song that I really enjoyed. I mean, it was totally interesting. I love the music. I especially like the descending xylophone notes, you know. I mean, that added something really special to it, I thought.
Yeah.
And you know, in a hookup world that we're in, don't have sex with me. That's an oxymoron, I think, isn't it? But that's what catches you right away is the title of the song. But,
yeah.
Hey, it was pretty righteous, man. I liked it.
Hey, do you know what I think? I think it's how Zico met his wife, and he's just not telling us the real truth. I think that Zico's wife came to him in the office, and now this is his love story, and he's from Asia, and he's writing songs in English. Hey, you know, absolutely fantastic. John, what's your thoughts? John Boy?
Yeah, I think you're right, Sparky. I think he may have outed his situation there. It was great, man. I was having a blast listening to that. I hope you're not offended in any way when I'm laughing when your music's playing, man. It just made me feel so good. It's great.
If
It's
you
so
guys laugh,
polite.
it's actually success. If you guys laugh,
Okay,
this is a
yes, please
hilarious
take it as
song.
complimentary, man. It's a
Yeah.
great song. In our culture, American culture, I know this is a universal show or an international show, but in American culture, it's so opposite probably of what would normally be. Like I said, it was a very polite song of "Please don't have sex with me," and it just cracks me up. It's great. I loved the way you worded out the story, and it was well put and well made, and the music was great. Nice work, man.
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
It's certainly a change from the song I thought we're listening to. It's Christmas. He covers It's Christmas totally unique and brilliantly,
Yes,
which is
I
on
heard
the
the
Christmas
song
playlist.
too. I loved it. Yeah.
So, Zico, thank you, dude. Until the next time. Sorry, this has been an extra long show.
Thank you.
It's just the way it happens sometimes. So from Hong
Please
Kong
come
over
back,
to
guys.
Florida, John and I are doing regular 10-10 metal shows. The man's music's very, very scary to some people. Right? It really is. He's as hardcore metal as it comes. But John, introduce yourself. Tell us about Mama's Maiden Studio. And why did you write a song called Devotion to Hate? We need to know that one. So you
Very
introduce
good,
it
very
and the
good.
song, and then I'll play it when you're ready, brother.
Thank you, Sparky. Thanks for having me and welcoming to the family and you guys, and thank you all. I really love being here. This one is written by my bandmate, Kane Moose Knuckle Vella, and I've recently brought him into the band. He's in another band in Tasmania called Snakes, wonderful metal band. Highly recommend. He's still going strong with them, and he's also part of Superposition now. He wrote this tune. The song itself is one man's introspection and literal struggle with how to feel about things in this day and age, as much as I'll speak for him on that. You guys can take your own interpretation about it. It's called Devotion to Hate. I think we're all big boys and girls here, and we have lots to think about and talk about in the upcoming years. And it's crucial that we don't get bogged down with too many things that allow us not to have the biggest heart we can have. So this is my song, Devotion to Hate, and it is hardcore, and I love it.
Hey, without further ado, Superposition with Devotion to Hate.
Oh,
Sit
and
back
if I
enjoy,
may,
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, of course.
No, it's all good. Afterwards, fine. All good. Afterwards, fine.
You can talk over if you want, and you go.
Okay. This is Mama's Maiden Studio, Mama's Maiden
Studio, Mama's Maiden Video.
And it's my wife. We
make great videos.
Please check her out.
Please check her out.
Absolutely. And it's with Kane Moose Knuckle. What a great name. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it's absolute metal. One love.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Season. I follow every order with no cohesion. Voices in my head tell me to believe them. With all my insanity, but my head won't let me be. Buried my delusion, a shallow grave for my identity. Bury my delusion in the shallow grave. For I have found out that footstep rising to submission, not clear of decision, nowhere nor conclusion. I stand out, confusion, a constant delusion, the final solution to blend my devotion to the
Superposition, absolutely, as sold as I said it was going to be. It's absolute. It's. I'm keeping you for the weekly metal show, John. Do you know Harrison actually does songs for the spoken word. He does songs in the Lord, and his battery either died or he gets scared. Like it does scare some people. But do you know what? I'm a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ, by the way, and you know, I'm going to turn all you metal maniacs into actual. I'm going to have you singing songs on the other side of things in the long run. That's my intention for every genre. But let's hear what Zico, who's a metal artist, Kimbo and Steve's got to say, and then that's been a wonderful show. So Zico, Kimbo, then Steve, what was your thoughts?
You know what? It's actually after I listen this music is very actually it's very this kind of music, indie music is very popular in Hong Kong. So many young Hong Kong young people always play this kind of music. So maybe I can share this link to them. Then maybe
Please do.
Then yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch with you.
I think they love it. They love it. Yeah, they love it.
Excellent.
Yeah, and maybe that's inspired me because my band is kind of like try to play different genre. Maybe I can learn this kind of music that from your song that I can.
I'll be investigating your music.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Look for me.
You know, see metal artists, like some of the most talented musicians, when you actually sit and watch how fast they go, and you know, it's absolutely great, and there's a deep message in their songs, you know. And if anything, to any of my friends out there who are the, you know, godly people and stuff like that, the metal artists are the ones that really point out the darker side in the world, which is there. Do you know what I mean? But John's a perfect gentleman. He's not a satanic worshipper. He's just, that's his music style. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, John, I'm going to keep you strictly for the weekly metal show, because Harrison maybe took a heart attack or something there, because it is scary music. It's wild, you know, but it's absolutely brilliant as well, you know. So Kimbo, then Steve, final two compliments of the evening. What was your thoughts, gents?
Yeah, a lot of people misunderstand, you know, metal and all of its genres. But I mean, you know, the song is about devoting yourself to hate or not. And, you know, if you can listen past some of what might frighten you, I mean, the idea is there, the thought is there. I mean, the horror style of vocals, it kind of lent to the subject of hate, you know, and that's kind of the whole idea. You just kind of got to get an ear for it sometimes. But that was great, man. I loved it. And so you pulled this guy in from Snakes?
Yeah.
Because I post Snakes quite a bit. Yeah. And you're married to Mama's Maiden Studio?
That's right. Come here,
no
Kimmy.
Way. No
Oh,
way.
she's not going to get on camera, but she's here with me. Yeah. So
That's
Mama's Making
fantastic.
Studios is the shit. You guys got to
Yeah,
check out their
yeah.
videos. Anybody that needs
I've
videos.
talked to her a little bit already, so you know about
Hey,
doing a bid for me.
Kimbo, you know,
Yeah.
John's going to be the actual Viking with the fiery ginger beard. So
Yeah.
we've got
That's great.
Captain Whitebeard, Captain Greenbeard, Mark Story, Get Well, Captain Redbeard. We've
Yeah.
got
It's a
Captain.
small world, man. Small world. It
You know,
really is.
it's a small world,
Yeah.
dude. And
Yes.
I found Superposition
why I'm
because you
here
added
anyway.
them to the group.
What's that?
Kimbo, you added John to the group that we co-manage on Facebook, and that's how we reached out to John in the first place. So as a small, everybody knows each other already, and
Yeah,
fantastic,
yeah.
Mr. Steve Andrews. What was your thoughts there, man? Final
This guy.
compliment of the evening.
Well, first of all, like Zico was saying that like metal is popular in Hong Kong, and I was just going to say that metal is popular in Portugal as well. So I wanted to tell you that, and I mean,
Right on.
I personally am not much of a fan of metal, but the one thing that I can always appreciate is the quality of the musicianship and the production. And I think, like you touched on that, Sparky, is that the musicians that play this kind of stuff are top musicians, you know. So there's an awful lot of work that goes into these songs. I realize that, and I think that this was a really good example of a top quality production. And
Thank you. We do all of our own production as well. We mix and master
okay, well,
ourselves and
you
offer
do
that
it-
service as well.
you do it really well, John.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, just wait till you see what me and John do in the metal world together. We've been talking for hours this week, and Superposition. Until the next time, John boy, one love, brother.
Thank you, guys.
So that's been a marvelous show. It's been 2 hours long. I'm just going to quickly stop the Facebook Live. Oh, we don't care about Facebook, goodbye. But we like to start. Everybody knows this by now. We put the peace sign in the air because the air because we all want world peace, and I'm not stopping it until you all do it. So get your V's in the air, ladies and gentlemen. One love.